Welcome to our exploration of the world's smallest apartments, where we dive into the unique and innovative living situations across 6 countries. From Japan's masterful approach to minimalism, to the compact nano apartments of Hong Kong, we'll discover how people adapt to life in tiny homes. We'll also uncover the charming, historical living spaces in Italy and the cozy, clever designs found in the Netherlands. Join us as we delve into how different cultures embrace small living, tackle downsizing trends, and find beauty in compact spaces. Let's get started. 1. Japan. Masters of minimalism. In Japan's bustling cities, there's an art to making the most out of almost nothing. Tokyo, in particular, is famous for its micro-apartments, some scarcely bigger than a bedroom closet at just 10 square meters, about 107 square feet. Living in such tight quarters demands both ingenuity and a certain Zen acceptance. Multifunctional furniture, think beds that fold into desks or hidden storage under the floor, turns every corner into a useful nook. The Japanese philosophy of minimalism isn't just a trend here, it's a way of surviving the sky-high real estate prices. For many, living small means focusing on what truly matters and finding beauty in simplicity. Walking into a Tokyo apartment, you might wonder, where does everything go? The answer: nowhere. People keep only what they need, and that's liberating in a world obsessed with stuff. 2. Hong Kong. The rise of the nano apartment. Hong Kong is notorious for its nano apartments, with some spaces shrinking to an almost unimaginable 9 square meters, 97 square feet. With property prices among the highest on earth and land as scarce as gold, residents have learned to adapt, sometimes in jaw-dropping ways. You'll find beds tucked above washing machines, kitchens inside closets, and living rooms that double as bedrooms, offices, and even dining spaces. Residents get creative with storage, hanging utensils on the walls and squeezing wardrobes into every nook and cranny. Yet, despite the cramped quarters, there's a certain pride in being part of Hong Kong's dynamic city life. The energy of the city pulses through tiny windows and overflows into shared spaces. It's hectic, it's challenging, and sometimes it's shocking, but it's also a testament to the resilience and adaptability of its people. 3. Singapore. Tiny living in the Lion City. Singapore's skyline sparkles with modern high-rises, but the apartments inside can be surprisingly compact. Although the average new apartment clocks in at around 70 square meters, 753 square feet, many older units, especially in public housing, are much smaller, with some as tiny as 30 square meters, 323 square feet. The government's push for efficient land use has sparked the development of these small, cleverly designed homes. Open concept layouts, glass walls, and plenty of natural light make these apartments feel much bigger than they are. Singaporeans are pros at making small spaces work. Fold-out dining tables, stackable chairs, and even movable walls help families adapt to every need. Living small here isn't just about saving space, it's about building a community in a city where every square meter counts. 4. South Korea. The office-style lifestyle. South Korea's capital, Seoul, is a city that never sleeps, and its residents often live in tiny, office-style apartments, typically ranging from 15 to 25 square meters, 161 to 269 square feet. Office-styles are a clever blend of office and hotel, offering a single space for both work and rest. Young professionals love these apartments for their affordability and location near subway stations and bus stops. Inside, every detail is meticulously planned. Beds fold into the wall, kitchens disappear behind sliding doors, and even showers are squeezed into the smallest corners. The rise of compact living has led to a boom in high-tech appliances and modular furniture. For many, the trade-off for a tiny home is a bustling city life right outside their window, and a commute that's measured in footsteps, not hours. 5. Italy. Historic and charming, yet tiny. In Italy's ancient cities, the magic of history meets the reality of limited space. Milan's apartments average just 50 square meters, 538 square feet, but many in older buildings are even smaller. These tiny homes are often tucked into centuries-old structures, where thick stone walls and narrow staircases reveal stories from another era. Instead of feeling cramped, many Italians see these apartments as charming and full of character. Creativity flourishes. Think lofted beds, built-in shelves, and kitchens that fit beneath arched ceilings. Downsizing is catching on with young Italians who value experiences over possessions, enjoying city life and the beauty of their surroundings over having lots of space. Walking into a Milanese studio, you might feel like you've stepped into a cozy art gallery, with every inch telling a story. 6. The Netherlands. Cozy and clever in Amsterdam. Amsterdam is famous for its picturesque canals and iconic narrow houses, but inside, the apartments can be just as snug. The average unit comes in at about 60 square meters, 645 square feet, though many older homes are significantly smaller. Centuries of high population density and limited building space have made Dutch people true experts at compact living. You'll see staircases as steep as ladders and rooms stacked like puzzle pieces. Dutch design focuses on simplicity, comfort, and functionality, often with huge windows to bring in sunlight and create an airy, welcoming vibe. Many residents embrace small living as a way to reduce their environmental impact, choosing cozy apartments with efficient heating and low energy use. Living small in Amsterdam isn't just practical, it's part of the city's quirky, creative spirit. 7. Space-saving innovations. Making small spaces work across these countries, necessity has become the mother of invention. From beds that fold into walls to tables that double as storage chests, furniture designers are in a race to create the ultimate space-saving solutions. In Japan, the concept of one-room mansions has inspired a wave of modular furniture, with everything from bathtubs to wardrobes hidden in plain sight. Hong Kong's transformer apartments use sliding walls and fold-out features to turn a single room into a multifunctional home. Singapore's developers favor open layouts and glass partitions to create the illusion of space. These innovations aren't just clever, they make daily life more comfortable and even a little magical, like living in a grown-up dollhouse. 8. Adapting lifestyles. How residents cope living in such tight quarters means rethinking daily routines, possessions, and even relationships. Many city dwellers have learned to embrace minimalism, keeping only what they truly need. Social life often spills outside the apartment, into vibrant neighborhoods and bustling cafes. In places like Hong Kong and Tokyo, public parks and community centers become extensions of the living room. Residents become experts at organization and time management, finding joy and even pride in mastering the art of small living. For some, it's a challenge; for others, it's a point of pride, the ability to thrive in the heart of the city, no matter how tiny the address. 9. Downsizing trends. Why small is beautiful. The move toward smaller apartments isn't just about necessity, it's also about changing values. Young people, in particular, are embracing the idea that less is more. In Italy and the Netherlands, the trend toward downsizing is often tied to sustainability and a desire for simpler living. In Asia's biggest cities, small apartments are a ticket to independence for young adults starting their careers. There's a certain freedom in not being tied down by possessions or a big mortgage. The culture of compact living is spreading, inspiring people everywhere to question what they really need and how much space happiness really requires. 10. The cost of compact living. Paying more for less. It might sound counterintuitive, but smaller apartments often come with hefty price tags. In Hong Kong, a tiny nano apartment can cost as much as a suburban house elsewhere. Tokyo's micro units are snapped up by young professionals willing to trade space for a prime location. Singapore's compact units are seen as smart investments in a stable market. The high cost per square meter means that every inch counts, and residents expect quality finishes and smart design. For many, the sacrifice of space is worth the reward of living in the heart of the action, close to work, entertainment, and friends. 11. Culture and community. Finding connection in small spaces. One surprising side effect of living in small apartments is the way it brings people together. In dense cities, neighbors often become friends, sharing communal spaces and helping each other out. In Japan, shared kitchens and laundry rooms foster a sense of community. In Amsterdam, rooftop gardens and bike sheds become social hubs. The lack of personal space pushes people into the streets, parks, and cafes, building a lively public life that's often missing from sprawling suburbs. Living small doesn't mean living alone. In fact, it can mean just the opposite. 12. Living large in small spaces. The upside. Despite the challenges, many people find unexpected joy in tiny apartments. There's less to clean, less to maintain, and more incentive to get outside and explore the city. Downsizing can be liberating, freeing residents from the burden of too much stuff. Many discover that they're happier with less, focusing on experiences, relationships, and community instead of square footage. In the world's smallest apartments, life isn't about the space you have, it's about what you do with it.